But first, let me take a step back and say digital marketing is anything that happens in the digital space. So it's email marketing, it's digital ads, it's social media, it's influencer marketing, it's websites and SEO. All of that is digital, right? And so I categorize those tactics into three main buckets: inbound, outbound, and nearbound. And so I think in this quickly changing landscape, if you really need to drive leads and revenue for your business, you have to take a look at all three of those. Does everybody need all three? No, not necessarily, but a lot depends on your specific business and the competitive landscape that you're playing in. And so traditional inbound is content marketing. Put it in out blogs, social media content, people find it, you do SEO, they click back to your website, and you tell them more about your business. That is becoming less effective than it used to be because the internet is crowded and people's trust in the internet is dropping. AI content has flooded the space, and now AI is intercepting that traffic. So people do zero click searches. They search for something on Google, they find an AI overview, they read it, and they leave. So that really puts a cramp in inbound marketing because they're not clicking through the website anymore, right? So, in my opinion, if you're only relying on that, you're going to have a much harder time these days. And so I don't think outbound is dead. Outbound through cold email marketing, you mentioned, that's certainly outbound, or like digital ads that retarget you once you've been to a website or they follow you around, banner ads, display ads. I think of all that as outbound too. Like we're pushing the message out to people rather than them finding us and being pulled in. So we do a mix of those things because they often work well together. But I speak often about the fact that I think the future of lead generation is something called nearbound marketing. And nearbound marketing or nearbound lead gen leverages the trust of strategic partners to reach their audiences. Still can happen online, but basically people trust people. And as we lose trust in AI, we lose trust in the internet, we still go back to trusting humans and human referrals, human recommendations. And so if you can find an adjacent business that's not competitive, but their services or products work well with yours and do some kind of co-marketing, co-content creation with them, then you can reach an audience through a partner they already have trust in. So one great example is what we're doing right now, this webinar. So we're going to do this interview together. Then you're going to send it out to your audience, and I'm going to send it out to my audience. And your audience already has trust with you, right? And now they're being exposed to me. They are more receptive to me because I'm coming through you. And likewise, my audience has trust with me, and now they're going to say, "Oh, well, Katie knows Thomas. Let's check out what he has to say." And you're a warmer lead into that audience. So it doesn't always have to be webinars. It could be um, co-creating a research study or a blog post or an ebook together. It could be co-hosting an event. It could be a webinar. Any of these things where you are aligning with adjacent businesses, strategic partners to get in front of an audience that's already warm to them. I believe that is an integral part of lead generation in this new environment.